Galveston is 37 miles all the way around. At its widest point is 4 miles. So that means Galveston is long. It's a peninsula. We are the piece of land that actually stops a hurricane from being massive at the oil refineries just on the other side of Galveston Bay. So we are a necessary evil, you know, but we're beautiful, you know, I mean, sunshine, you know, palm trees, bikinis, you know, I mean, what could be better than living on an island? And the only word, if you notice, I didn't use a tropical island, because we're an island off the coast of Texas. The main industry here in Galveston is tourism. We have a historical downtown Strand area that a lot of tourists come to just walk up and down the Strand and shop in the shops, because today's time, it's tourism. If you look upon our Gulf side, almost from one end to the other, it's towered with hotels, with restaurants, with the pleasure pier that Tillman Fertitta created. Just nothing but activities to have people who live inland to come and enjoy.
Great. Since Hurricane Ike, are you more or less hopeful about this place, life in general, and why?
I hope I don't live long enough to see it go away. Galveston's a beautiful place to live. It's a beautiful place to raise a family. I can't say it's a beautiful place to tell your kid, once they're grown, stay home and find something to do. I think it's still a place where you tell your kid, get off of this island. It's a lot more than this out there for you to see, because we're 37 miles all the way around, no place for growth.
Oh Lord, let me cry unto thee, let me cry unto thee.
Living on an island, you have a unique perspective of kind of the danger that's posed by climate change that maybe people elsewhere don't see as immediately.
Yes, because we live on an island. We live on an island. We see it every day. Although we don't realize it as much, but we see it every day. Like with the waves and the wind and the trees and the plants and everything that goes on. We see it every day. And people who live off the island, they only see a portion of it. They don't get to see the full picture, as opposed to living on an island where you get to see it every day, slowly by slowly. Oh Lord.
When I was in school 17 years ago, you know, we didn't, climate change wasn't really an issue. You may have heard about it, you know, but as time went on, you notice it. And even in my head now, I'm thinking, I'm hoping I'm dead and gone if anything happens worse than I can. You know, I'm hoping I'm dead and gone. And I don't know the time frame. I don't know, I don't know if and when something's gonna happen, but I just hope I'm not here. People that were in public housing here, most people needed it. Most people were, they didn't make a whole lot of money to either rent or buy, to rent or buy a house. So you've had some generations that grew up in public housing. A lot of ways, as far as population-wise, a lot of people left. A lot of people left, and a lot of people don't want to come back. A lot of people left, and they can't come back.
Is there a particular community that left?
Well, majority of the housing projects, the people that live in public housing, they left because they didn't have anywhere to go. I was 6 years old when we lived here, and it was public housing. And we lived in a unit right up in this area right here. Totally different than what these are. They were flat, one level, but you had an upstairs. They were flat, but it wasn't built nowhere like this. Never thought that I would see public housing like this. I wouldn't want to have to spend $800 on them though. Hell no, that's mortgage. And these things should have been open already. They should have been already open. It's what, 7 years? Going on 8 years that Ike has passed? And they're taking their time, they're dragging their feet, because they know when they open them back up, what's gonna happen? They're gonna flock back to the island. Not everybody that left, but people that call it home, they're gonna come back. Yeah. I think deep down inside, I think they're deterring people from returning. I honestly do. They're deterring people from coming back and then they're taking the time.
Does that have a racial element to it?
At times I think it does. A lot of times I don't think, I don't think on racial terms like that. And then when Ike hit, it just took it all away. It took it all away. And I'm thinking that's what they wanted. Not talking down on anybody, not talking bad about anybody, but there's reasons for everything. And these things should have been built faster than where they're at now. But Galveston is quiet now. It's real quiet.
Because of that ordinance.
Well, since Ike, nobody's here. Nobody's here. Nobody's here.
All right. Well, I think we're done.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Just when I was getting used to y'all.